Hello friends, as we are aware, environmental studies or EVS is an independent curricular area from class 3 to 5, whereas in class 1 and 2, the issues and concerns related to EVS are meant to be part of language and mathematics at the primary stage. This is not just to reduce the curriculum load on young learners, but it also helps children to view their world holistically, which further justifies EVS being introduced as an integrated manner at this stage. Friends, the scope for addressing the environmental and sustainability concerns lies more within science and social science in comparison to other curricular areas at the school level. Hence, the primary stage, being the most crucial, demands designing and implementation of EVS curriculum in tune with these core concerns. In view of the shift in global and national concerns as to how we look at environment and development, the curriculum also requires a paradigm shift from considering the environment as a separate entity to promote the principles of learning of environment, learning for environment and learning through environment, to the one where sustainability is at the core of curriculum development and the transaction. So, it requires gearing the efforts on the process of curriculum development, planning and transaction in such a manner that views environment studies not only as interdisciplinary but as an approach as well. Friends, over the years, EVS has evolved as a discipline cutting across the traditional subject boundaries. This is contrary to the common belief that an integrated approach to EVS may compromise the intent of the individual curricular objectives, which are distinct as per the nature of each subject. Friends, by now you understand that categorizing knowledge into rigid sections of subject boundaries is questionable and it needs to be challenged. As we know that environment encompasses natural, physical, social and cultural aspects which children do not compartmentalize while interacting with it. Friends, you might know that environmental studies as a curricular area has been recommended at the entire primary stage by the earlier national curriculum frameworks in the past, when it was looked as the EVS 1 and EVS 2, wherein science and social studies were dealt in isolation till the year 2000. You will appreciate that for the first time it was visualized as integrated subject, blurring the rigid boundaries of these areas by the NCF 2005, which presented the curriculum of EVS in such a manner that the compartmentalization of the body of knowledge through a fragmented approach was done away with. As you might know that EVS learning aims to help children acquire knowledge, skills and dispositions so that they become sensitive and responsible individuals. Also, it helps the children to not only be aware but also raise the issues related to equality, justice and respect for human dignity and rights at their levels. In this regard, the NCERT, through its document entitled Learning Outcomes at Elementary Stage, has clearly spelled out the curricular expectations and the learning outcomes. The curricular expectations are meant for the entire stage, whereas the learning outcomes are class specific. Friends, we know that in the constructivist paradigm, it is important to emphasize more on the process of learning with conscious efforts by providing age appropriate learning context. Therefore, the pedagogical processes mentioned in a column beside that of learning outcomes will help you to channelize your teaching learning practices using child-centered pedagogies to help children attain the learning outcomes envisaged. So friends, what kind of curricular material, that is the syllabus, textbooks and any other supplementary material needs to be developed so that the curricular expectations are weaved into them in a manner for the children to imbibe suitably and ensuring their holistic development as envisaged by even under the Right to Education Act 2009. Friends, you all will appreciate that the guiding principles envisaged by the National Curriculum Framework 2005 provide the vision and the syllabus and the textual material of the NCERT is woven around them. Can you explore how? You may refer to the syllabi and textbook of your own state or union territory as well. It has been more than a decade since we got our last National Curriculum Framework in the year 2005. Did you notice another major shift? Yes, it is the theme-based approach to the syllabus instead of a topic-based approach. This helps children to learn holistically as the integrated aspect is taken care of by the theme-based approach. The same has been taken care of while developing the NCERT textbooks. Is it the same for your state or union territory? Can you identify any chapter solely categorized for science or social studies? Surely not. Friends, selection of concepts, strategies and resources is another challenging task, should be done in a manner as we move from class 3 to 5 to provide children concrete experiences in early stage and shift the abstract ones to the higher classes. We should remember that the learning experiences needs to be challenging and capable to arouse curiosity and creativity among children. The role of a teacher, no doubt, changes from being a knowledge giver to that of a facilitator. Due to the varied backgrounds, children grow in their social world and varied perceptions and bring a previously acquired set of knowledge and experiences embedded deeply in their immediate context. This requires providing learning experiences in their everyday context of real world to allow them to engage meaningfully in the activities. So, selecting appropriate strategies and resources rooted in their context provides first-hand learning experiences to actively engage, ignite curiosity and enhance their imagination, enabling them to connect new ideas with the existing ones. Friends, considering a textbook as one resource, it becomes imperative to tap additional resources which could be objects, places, people or any other living beings or things. Try this. If you find it difficult, do not worry. Then the answers to this lie in this course material, which will gradually unfold when you go through the text, watch the videos, carry out the given offline and online activities, and of course reflect on them. Friends, in this process, you will find opportunities to check your progress are provided in between and at the end of the module also. So, enjoy learning pedagogy of EVS.